Oh, yeah, are we good? No, don't hit me with it. Poke my eye out.
Actually,
6 feet.
How long is that Okuma trout rod that I got sitting right here? Actually,
What's up?
I think the problem with this
Anybody
one.
in here yet?
I think the problem with this Okuma trout rod. Yeah, it's 7.6. It's a little too long.
The extra 1.5 would be beneficial though, for at least what we're doing.
Back up, dude.
I'm sitting right here.
Keep your
We
distance.
know this bench is like 7 foot, so you can do that.
Keep your distance.
6 feet. What's up, boys and girls?
Go get the-
Snizzles. YT. Yeah.
Oh, we got some people tuning in.
There we go. There's everybody.
What's up, everyone? We're back in the studio tonight again. Here. People are joining in. We're back.
Oh, there's a few Facebookers.
We got some giveaways.
Lots to
As
talk
always, we're going to give you guys an opportunity right out the gate. We got a Tough Line hat and a Tough Line decal. All you guys got to do is make sure you guys are sharing this out there. Share it out to family and friends. Share it to Facebook groups, Instagram, text message it to people. However you guys like to share things, please do that for us. As always, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. I say it every single week, but if you guys are on our YouTube channel, it is very, very important that you guys please hit the thumbs up buttons for us. It's one of the things that YouTube uses to kind of decide how videos get shared out there. So smash that thumbs up button. And then just in the beginning, just comment. Let us know where you're tuning in. Start getting your questions in. We're going to be just talking a lot about the Washington fishing and finally opening, and then some opportunities that are going to be out there available as it begins to open. We're going to give you guys some guidelines, some things that some of these counties and states around the country are putting out as far as guidelines. So a lot of things we're going to be talking about tonight, but we're going to give away a Tough Line hat to kick things off. People from Washington,
Dude, I say people are so
Newport.
jacked to go fishing. Everyone's all like, "I'm doing largies. What's going on for salmon? I'm going trout." I mean, we're not even asking people to tell us what they're doing on Tuesday, but they're already telling us.
Yes.
Everyone's jacked out of their minds right now. We got some more good news to tell you.
May 5th. May 5th. Jeff, I need May 5th off.
Yeah, I think everyone's gonna take May 5th off. It's gonna be crowded. It's gonna be crowded, but you know what though? I think everybody kind of understands that and knows it. We're going to be talking a lot about that, but there's some other new developments that are coming down the pipe. Every day is kind of a fluid situation, but it's going to be fun. I just lost... Oh, never mind. Yeah. So I'm reading a lot of your guys' comments. We're letting everyone get in there. All that good stuff, man. I am tired. I've been talking on the phone for like 3 days straight. It seems like I'm not even doing anything, but it's been really tired. Really tiresome.
What's
How do
tiresome?
you do that? Like, sit behind a computer and talk on the phone all day for like 4 days.
It's gnarly.
I'm like already over it.
Yeah.
I want to go out. See you guys.
That has been my life for like since this whole like shutdown that we've had. It's been gnarly. Like you just sit in the same spot every day looking at your computer. You don't get to drive anywhere. It's tough. But I'm thankful to have a job. There's a lot of people out there that don't even have jobs, so I'm not going to complain. Robert Kratz says stop calling me.
Am I? Oh, yeah, well that... Okay, I got it now. That's how slow I am. I talked to him today for like an hour, but it's like, that's how slow I am, man. Oh, what a day. I'm out of town when it opens, but I'll be trolling for Lakers in Tahoe. Michael Coleman, thank you so much for the super chat. And that sounds pretty... I've never caught a lake trout. Have you ever caught a lake trout?
We're supposed to go lake trout fishing Mother's Day weekend.
But in Oregon.
In Oregon, so
No.
that probably ain't happening, right?
Not unless we want to be breaking the law.
I say we just do it.
You would.
Send it.
Full send, baby.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
supposed to.
hopefully.
We're just going to have to send Jordan and Pop off over there to film it.
That's right. We got lots of Oregonians. I wanted to catch one, though.
I really wanted to, too. And they were fishing some crazy bass lake over there, too. Remember? The fly fishing bass lake? Oh, my gosh. Why?
I'd actually be into that. You wouldn't.
Why? Dude, this bass were huge, so I'll do it.
That's right.
I'll fling a little feather around to catch bass that big.
That's right. We almost got 400 of you guys watching live right now between YouTube and Facebook. Keep telling us where you're tuning in from. We love seeing it. I see so many questions. Every question that I'm seeing, we're going to be hitting at. Like, we're going to be hitting at, obviously we're going to be talking about the opener, the guidelines that coincide with it. Honestly, some newer, fresher announcements that have literally, stuff's kind of happening fast and
Yeah.
drop by the hour. We're going to talk about the guiding and the chartering in the state of Washington as well. There's not any developments there, but there's definitely some information out there that pertains to them. Yeah, man, it's just it's been a time.
It has. I've seen that question so many times. When are you guys going to get out and do bashes again and come to other areas? Like, we want to do them bad, and we'll do them at the second that we can do them. But unfortunately, right now, there's just still all sorts of restrictions around doing that, and I'm not trying to get fined. So we're gonna just wait until we're able to do those things, and as soon as we can, we'll be back out doing bashes again.
And let's be honest, the very last bash we did, we thought we were gonna have 50, 60 people there.
Yeah.
How many people were there?
Hundreds.
So it's like, there's no way we can do any of our bashes. And we appreciate it, guys. Like, you guys down in Southern Oregon, you absolutely showed up. It was a great time. I hope you guys got to check out some of the Addicted Life episodes. We did some of the fishing down there. Hopefully we did you guys well, and we appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us, because that definitely showed that we have to get out of just, our area, and we're going to be making some moves down there, up there, over there. You get the idea. We appreciate it.
We'll be doing them as much as we can.
Yep. Super chat from Michael Coleman. I was excited to book a Springer trip, but now Washington guides are not guiding, and Oregon is illegal for Washingtonians. Yeah, that's the kind of the crux about it. You know what's really disgusting about that is, actually, as a non-resident Oregon guide, I can actually go to Oregon, guide in Oregon, very limited within social distancing parameters, all that good stuff, but I can only take Oregonians. So and I can't fish either, being a Washingtonian non-resident. So I hope, but you know what? Things are changing fast. I don't know anything. I haven't heard anything along those lines, guys. But I would hope that, there's going to be some reciprocity and some things opening up now that the times are changing.
One thing that I kind of wanted to see in the comments is, we do have a lot of people that are not in Washington, they're not in Oregon, watching us from all over the country. What kind of guidelines are you seeing in your states? What are you seeing that they're enacting on you guys that you should be following as you're out fishing in all these other states? Because we're going to talk a little bit tonight about what Washington is saying we need to be doing when we're out there fishing, and what we should be preparing for. So it'd be interesting to see what the other states around the U.S. are kind of recommending for all you other anglers.
That's one way to get a hold of him, George S. Looking forward to responding to the email I sent you.
What did you send me, dude?
Dude, it's been a time.
$24.99.
$24.99.
He sent me $24.99.
We do appreciate it. Yeah, that's what he said. That's perfect. That is perfect, guys. Let's see here.
I see it, George. I got your email. I will respond.
You better.
Yep.
We appreciate it. Buddy.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
All you guys every week that chime in with the super chats, much appreciated. It's a humbling experience every time you guys contribute to the channel. So thank you. We appreciate it. And we put it towards creating more content and just continuing to do what we're doing out here for you, all you addicts out there. So thanks for the super chats.
Real fast, I want to nip this one because I know Inslee's, for the state of Washington now, we're going to keep kind of hanging on Washington. But I saw a lot of people that were kind of interpreting the conference this morning, or this afternoon, as him not actually allowing. I think there's a lot kind of going on where that's not what he was talking to. I do believe fishing, as of now, fluid situation, is still a go. May 5th.
It's still a go. There was one reporter actually asked the question. She straight up said, what if you're opening recreational fishing and hunting across Washington, why in the hell are you not opening small businesses across Washington? Yeah. And she straight up said, do you think that people out there doing outdoor recreation are more responsible than small business owners? I mean, it was a pretty gnarly question. And he straight up said, we felt like recreational fishing and hunting should be open. These people are outside. They're maintaining social distance. And as long as they continue to maintain social distance, we will leave recreation open for the people outdoors. But he straight up said, if we do not, they will be looking at closing certain areas if we don't maintain social distance. Yeah,
and I think one thing, that probably helped with the decision too is that, and I've kept kind of going back to this. The other states were open for fishing. There's been bending of the curve. There's been, they've been showing that it's not creating the spread, even though fisheries tend to be a little more crowded with people being off work, seeking meals, whatever they're doing, or just looking to get out of the house from them damn kids. What I mean? They're probably bringing them with them.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, there hasn't been a connection, if you will, to the activities of fishing and the spread of the virus as of yet. Keep praying it keeps going that way, and we'll go fishing.
Exactly.
Saw a super chat there. Appreciate the education information during the shutdown. Appreciate the Addicts team. Thank you, Clint. Team Washington, ready to bonk. That's right, Greg. We are ready to bonk. Or ready to go out, ready to catch. I mean, we could do everything else but cast the line, but now we're casting the line, so we're stoked for that. But we don't want to screw it up. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, we do.
Yep, see, motorboating open for the walleye opener in Michigan on the 25th. Yeah, I heard that there was some laxing of that. Jesse, appreciate that tidbit. You know, KVD was, definitely talking a little bit about that with us today, or with you yesterday, I should say.
Kevin Van Dam was really on the front lines of trying to fight that thing in Michigan and get motorboats back open, and he was stoked. When I talked to him, he was on his way home from smallmouth fishing with his sons, and he was like, I was in my power boat, and he was all excited, so it was cool to see. He's been playing a big part in trying to get education out there and just fight for our rights as Americans to be out there fishing.
No, so that's good. And like I said, if there's not evidence that it's causing a problem, let's be honest, guys. In the state of Washington, I think the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, they got on it. Let's be honest. There's not been a lot of laxing of restrictions in the state of Washington, and to get some state parks, not all state parks, but some state parks open, WDFW access sites open, and fishing. And hunting, pretty much everything except Marine Area 1 and 4, and some of the parks that alongside that. That's a solid. That's a lot of work to get that done. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. But I think you need to pick a winner.
We do. We need to pick our first winner. We got how many people we got watching now? Clint, scroll over that thing for me. Almost about 500 of you watching right now. So we're going to give away this Tough Line hat and decal. If you guys were commenting on the feed at any time since the beginning, you have an opportunity to win this. Clint's just going to randomly select from the comments. Who do we got, Clint? Who do we have? Tia Mansfield. Tia Mansfield says it's going to be crowded out there, boys. Well, Tia Mansfield, you just won yourself a Tough Line hat that you can wear out in the crowd as you're out there fishing. Make sure you shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Clint will have that rolling down at the bottom. It's orders@addicted.fishing. Shoot us an email there. Make sure you include your address and exactly what you won, and we'll get this shipped out to you. And we have a few other giveaways, as we always do throughout the night. We're going to give away a fillet-away fish mount, a few other random things, so make sure you stick with us. It's fun to hang out and just talk fishing on these Wednesdays.
Very good. All right, guys, I think we're just right on the heels. WDFW had a meeting with some of the stakeholders across the state, different organizations and groups that obviously have a stake in fishing and hunting, and there's a lot of good positivity coming out, a lot of good messages to come out of there, a lot of good instruction that we're coming out of there too, so we kind of want to get going after, we kind of want to be talking about that here in just a few minutes. But one thing that I've seen it 35 times, and I'm just going to address the elephant in the room, that it does... Columbia River Springers. Yeah, if you guys aren't from this area, a lot of the people on here, and we do appreciate you guys in Michigan and stuff, but we've got a salmon run that's one of the most sought after, completely crazy salmon runs, and there's a lot of it takes an act of Congress to get some of that fishing open there, and from what I'm hearing is that there will be a discussion hopefully this week. That will have some guidance. Nothing guaranteed. Don't take anything. I'm just hearing the hearsay, but it sounds like there's
go fly fishing?
No, I'm not going to go fly fishing.
Oh my god, it went down your...
Seriously.
Social distance.
I'm going to social distance your ass right out of here. But no, it sounds like there's going to be a discussion pretty quick. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to guide on it. Not right now, anyways. But that's a fluid move. That's a kind of a fluid situation too. No, I can't. I'm not gonna.
Dude, I will net my own fish. I could stay 6 feet in your boat easily. I'll stay in the front of the bow the whole time, run the bow rod, net my own fish.
Nope, you're not allowed. Sorry, unless you're my wife or my kids.
Let's get married.
I think you need to live together for 2 weeks though before you.
Whoever's watching right now, make sure you rewind that. Take a screenshot of what Cameron's face looked like. And make a meme that says, "Let's get married," and let's see that on the Addicted page later. I want to see exactly what his look was when I said that.
You left me speechless.
Someone's
buddy.
gonna pull a good.
We're gonna get it for that one. Anyways, yeah, because it's the internet after all. Damn it, I can't believe that. But yeah, no, we are hearing some good talks that there's going to be some discussion, and there needs to be discussion. It has to be the seasons have to coincide with Oregon, so hopefully we'll see some really good news there. But they are talking about it. It's on everyone's radar. Everybody's radar. So super exciting times there. And the dam count. Dam count just kind of really popped. So we know there's some fish around. Saw it was the first time. It was like, I think it was 1,600 yesterday. Don't hold me to that, but we're just seeing the. So, blessing in disguise, maybe.
I can't wait.
I don't think anybody would think this COVID crap was worth what's been going on, but we can get a couple days at Springer's out there in the main stem early May. It'd be pretty fun.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it might be really cool. Like I said, guys, before guiding and chartering, I will give props to the WDFW. Like right after the announcement on Monday, the press conference on Monday from Inslee, some of the managers of WDFW were on it, and they got some of the guide associations and charter associations together to start a discussion on trying to open that. We understand that within the fisheries and some of the access stuff opening up, that the guides and charters provide that access for a lot of people. However, right now we're considered non-essential business, just like like everybody else in the state. So there's got to be some movement there, and there's got to be some acceptance of the plan that the charter association and the guide associations are putting through right now. Some safe practicing plans, but we're gonna see. So I'd stay tuned on that. We'll see what happens. And hopefully we'll have a really good update on that in the very near future.
Absolutely.
What do you got?
What am I supposed to have?
No. What else are we talking about? Is that it?
That's it.
That's
all we're talking about.
That's it. I'm out, guys. Good times. Trying to catch up on some of the comments here.
I'm trying to get this next prize pack going here. I got some tasty little treats right here.
Well, that's what you're doing. I was wondering what you were doing there.
Except I'm ruining this package trying to get that out of there, so I'm just not going to.
Yeah. Not surprised the number of hatcheries are up. No one was allowed to catch them in the river. Yeah, that's truth, Brandon. Like, they definitely don't want a lot of those hatchery fish spawn on the river, So, I mean, a lot, and the sport, and then the hatchery collection are two huge components to making sure that some of those evil hatchery fish don't spawn, which I'm saying that facetiously, folks. I know there's good hatchery fish and bad. But yeah,
I know. I posted in the Addicted Fishing Forum the other day. Someone shared like a NFS rhetoric in there, and I commented and said, I pretty much said, if you're not pro hatchery, just remove yourself from the group immediately.
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little hatchery wild coexist just for the moment, since it's on the table now. Like, there's a push right now, and those guys are starting to really take a look and starting to try to drum up support for some Northern Oregon coast steelhead fishery listings. And I will just say that if you're not familiar with the Hatchery Wild Coexist campaign and you haven't checked it out, Clint will throw up the link here for you because he's that good at being a lower third producer.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Just pull up the website.
But either way, guys, check that out because right now is a good time. And I know a lot of you guys out there that are watching right now participate in those fisheries, and that is something that I don't understand the timing of it, but they just kind of were putting that out on some of their social media posts as of late. It might be time that we all start paying attention to that.
What is it?
They're basically going after some of the systems on the North Oregon coast, saying that there needs to be some further restrictions and kind of all the blah, blah, blah.
Who is?
BS. NFS. You didn't see that post? See? Exactly. Right there, folks. You completely missed it. But now's a great time to be looking at that website and getting yourself educated because I think there's going to be some fights brewing in there really soon. And that's like right. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Like, let's be honest. Like, that's one of the last bastions of damn good steelhead.
Well, and you just leave it to a group like that to take advantage of a pandemic and try to put something through when something like this is happening. I wouldn't say that,
but it's like leave it to a group like that that's going to go after some problems that are I would say that are easier to go after than real problems like habitat. And so, anyways,
yeah,
guys,
why don't they go fight the Chehalis Dam? Which, by the way, if you guys haven't signed that petition, there's a petition rolling around. Yeah. They want to put a dam on the Chehalis River system, which is just absolutely asinine. You'd think we would have learned as humans up to this point that we shouldn't be doing that, but apparently we're not. We're idiots.
Yeah, I mean, I would think like we would want to be going in the other direction. And I haven't. And to be fair, like just like you hadn't seen the Northern Oregon thing. Like I hadn't really been. I've been hearing about it, seeing about it. I'm not that well. I haven't read up on it, talked to many people about it yet, but I would just think that
if you want to see what
dams right now wouldn't be good.
Yeah, dams are not good. If you want to see what removing a dam from a system does, you should watch. There's a new documentary that just came out called
Anderson,
"Through the Ashes," I think is the name of it. And it talks about how they removed this dam on the Elwha River in Washington, and it basically now has the most insanely epic summer steelhead run they've ever seen. When the dam was in there, the summer steelhead were pretty much non-existent. Like they thought that they were basically extinct.
They're
like
trout in the reservoirs.
Yeah. And they said it's pretty incredible how quick it rebounded. It's worth watching it. It's an awesome documentary. But basically what it's telling you is dams are important in some areas, and I think we need to have them. There's no getting away with it. I'm not one of these guys that's like anti-dam. But in certain spots, it's like, come on, we don't need to build another dam. Like, that's just all there is to it.
Yeah. It's something, like I said, it's just something to be looking forward to, looking on your radar. Clint put that link down below, guys. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. I can't say anything officially for the campaign exactly on that just right now because we're formulating plan and the whole 9 yards. So but they're paying attention to it. We're paying attention to it. We all should be paying attention to it because I know we like some of those broodstock fisheries down there. Would you agree?
Yeah.
They work weird. Anyways, so yeah. With that said, I did see one thing. A guy asked me how many days do you think they're going to open up for the Columbia? Yeah, my prediction, it won't be many. There's no way because this is the time of year where that's the way that fishery is structured. We're talking the Columbia River Spring Chinook guys.
I got another question after this.
I'm not thinking it's going to be like a week opener. Unless they're feeling super generous.
Will there be some commercial fishing allowed
on the main stem?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I thought that if there was going to be, it would have been, in May, kind of after escapement. But when there was the commercial talks part of it, at the start of it, it definitely wasn't for the early part of the season. The only place that would have been considered would have been in the later part of the season, at least to my understanding of that. Whether or not they've got the numbers or what they're looking for, I don't know. But that's where I heard the talks were headed with that. Because a lot of people thought they were out there
they were
commercially fishing the main stem.
No, they were in
main stem.
Yeah, they were
in March, and that's not the case.
No, they were
not there.
The little areas, right?
Safe areas.
The safe areas, yeah.
Yep. But who knows? But hopefully there's just so many more fish that they're underpredicted to run, and there's 500,000 springers, and no one's going to care. Right?
I'm not saying I know anyone, but I've heard some rumors of people out there fishing just saying that it's
well, we don't want to talk about that, but I will say this. The dam counts are looking good. And in the channel. We're not
it's like a live report.
People going out and test fishing right now get every piece of that ticket coming to them. Hopefully they lose their boat too. That's all I got to say to that.
Regardless, if they do open fishing, I'm just letting you guys know you should get out there and go fishing.
Well, that's why I don't think there'll be many days. The state understands that there's probably a lot of fish around.
It's going to get good.
And it's going to be, we're going to catch 1,000 a day. Especially on this opener when we haven't fished for 5 weeks straight.
Well, some people haven't.
Well, Washington, that's right. I forgot. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Justin, I did get some news that Tacoma Power for the meeting tonight. I did hear that. I heard that I could pass this along, but that Tacoma Power and Pacific Power, some of our local power companies, were going to be opening up their accesses as well for the May 5th opener, which is going to spread more people out, which is the way we should be doing things. So. If you're a steelhead fisherman, a kokanee fisherman, trout fisherman in some of those upper areas, it sounds
I bet you there's some early summer steelhead showing up.
Yeah, Jordan had that one that was last week of February. It was definitely a summer.
Yep.
Or maybe it was somewhere in there. Super early.
There was already a spot I was thinking about going.
Yep. So no, it's so that sounds like they are in line and ready to open, guys, and that's going to be. But you know what? Like I said, we're going to talk about this. In fact, we should let's probably a good time, good segue into it.
Go into some of these guidelines.
Right.
That they're recommending.
A couple things that the WDW has really been hammering on, right? You guys, and this goes for all states and all fishermen. You need to check your local DNR Fish and Wildlife websites to make sure that you're within the guidelines and you're within the rules, the current rules and regulations, because a lot has shifted. A lot has changed over, obviously the last few weeks. It's unprecedented. But, the WDFW has set out a list of guidelines, and these are going to be really, really important to follow. And it's not like a lot of these things are going to be ticketed or they're going to be enforced, but if they're not being conducted correctly, this WFW or like county ordinances or city ordinances can shut these activities down. I mean, it's not just WFW controls fishing, controls the seasons, controls this. I mean, they have their box that they control, but there's these other outside entities that can close either access areas, fisheries, congregations of people down. And so, like, these guidelines, going forward, even if it is just for a couple, might be for a week, might be for 3 weeks, might be for 5 weeks, nobody really knows. But we really are going to have to follow them, or else we are going to have to go back to our cabins and to our tackle rooms and to our garages and stare at our fishing rods for the next, what? He's not even talking anymore. So I'm going to get into some of these guys, some of these recommendations that they have thrown out. Actually, I did see... I'm
playing hard to get.
Are
We're going
you?
to make our marriage real.
Yeah. What? Dude, no, this is not... Oh, gosh. Anyways.
Someone's already sending stuff to me. It's hilarious.
No way.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
It says, forever together.
Who... No, don't even say who. I don't even give any cred to that.
Oh, Clint, I'm going to Dropbox it to you.
Okay, so Michael Coleman says, I've heard there's a lot of talk about buying your license when they open fishing because there's speculation that they will just close it after you buy it. Now, there's a couple things with that I wouldn't necessarily say is the case.
That's right, I got to go get a fishing license.
I know, so do I.
That's exactly why they opened it. They're waiting for all these people to go
Let's talk
get
about
their license.
licensing real quick. Licensing is a significant part of the fishery side of the fishing licenses of the WF budget, but it's not all of it. And as much as you did not just really, is that up
Full
yet?
screen that.
Yep.
Is that up?
Yep.
Oh my! You realize what you are creating right now. You guys are
Full cringe. I mean, you are just full cringe.
What was I even talking about now? Oh, the licensing. You guys, so as much as it's a conspiracy that, yes, they're going to open up fishing, get us all to like, boom, throw, I mean, it is a significant portion, but it's not everything to them. They can survive without it, and it's not like, I mean, yeah, it helps. Like, we need to fund what we do, but, like, I don't find the conspiracy, I don't conclude that conspiracy line at all. And let's be honest, like, there's been a lot of work from WFW to go into getting these fisheries open, getting them accepted by the governor, getting things to happen. I don't think they want to turn the dial and boop, flip the switch off on us. And man, if you want to see a protest, that's one way to see a protest. Would you not agree? Yeah, I don't mean, let's be honest, I don't think that's going to happen, and I got good faith in them, and I think I don't think that can be a concern. Go out, get your licenses. Don't, and if you're thinking about it, and you have to go to your store to get a license, don't do it probably on Monday, because there's probably a lot of people that are doing it, and I do believe you can purchase it online, print a temporary copy, and then get the regular copy afterwards. Don't hold me to that, but check online. I think that's another avenue. I saw some people talking about
I'm going to go
might
buy
not
mine.
work for salmon and steelhead cards.
I'm going to get mine
but
tomorrow.
it would work for some of the trout. But depending on what you're doing, I'm not going to say what's what. Go look, do some research, plan ahead on purchasing your licenses, because those places probably could get pretty busy. Good enough.
Yes, I'm going to get mine tomorrow.
Yeah, I probably will go get mine and my kids and my wife, my dogs.
Nah.
Get my dog.
My dog. Get your dog.
My dog's gonna need a Springer license if they open it up. It's gonna be sweet. All right, guys. So back to the WFW. So we're talking about some of the guidelines that they put out, and like I said, we don't want the county ordinances to close. We don't, or the counties or the cities to close some of these fisheries down. So they've got a good list of some of the stuff to do before you go or after you go. And one thing before you go is also check to see what's open. Like we talked about earlier in the live feed. Some of the state parks on the coast and some of those coastal areas aren't going to open. There's you don't want to get there, find some locked gates, find some closed areas. So it's not going to be a matter of everything's open, but the majority of stuff's open. They're opening what they can. So let's be honest. They're doing what they can. Make sure that place is going to be open. Call ahead if you can. Maybe take a short drive if you can. That kind of stuff. But if you do get there and it's closed, don't get creative. Don't drive around gates because you know a way. Like, if the area is closed, the area is closed, right? I mean, because then what happens? Then you go into
secret way.
Yeah, I know the way into this spot or this way. I can get around. Like, don't park on the other side of the road and walk into the closed areas.
What if you do that, like, even when it's, like, not? Like, what if it's just, like, what you do? Like, if you have, like, a spot that's, like...
Well, I mean, yeah, but if you know damn good and well that the main giant parking lot to this area is closed, or there's a sign that says it's closed, and you park over here and walk around, you know what you're doing.
Okay.
You would have just gone to the lot in the first place. Right? Yeah. Well, let's not give them a headache. These guys are going to be operating on a skeleton crew. Like, they're going to be spread thin. They got work to do. Like, we don't want to have them getting called in because someone sees you down in an area you're not supposed to be getting called in. Like, it's probably not going to be a good idea. So if it's closed, it's closed, damn it. Move on. Find something else, right?
Correct.
You're just going to mash the gate and just go for it anyways, full send?
I mean, depends on what's closed.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Depends on what's closed. As what we've been hearing everywhere, guys, we're going to really want to stay close to home. The camping areas aren't open. The camping facilities aren't open. I thought I heard in the press conference that even the state lands, the primitive camping is not open just because they've got to get some resources and they've got to get some things situated. Because even though you're up primitive camping, like some of the support staff and crew that are at the stations, I thought I heard the guy on the press conference, he was wearing the salmon colored shirt, talk about that a little bit in depth. So check before you go. You know what I mean? But don't plan on camping. Stay close to home. I think we've all kind of heard that one to death. Want to add to that?
What?
You want to add to that?
I didn't even hear what you said.
I figured. The big one, and I think this is the one that's going to burn us more than anything else. It's fish with your immediate household only. I'm already seeing a ton of guys on there trying to hook up trips with their buddies, doing all that good stuff. Like, I think that, they're going to know real quick if there's a guy going around the toilet bowl with 6 dudes that are all about 25 to 30 years old. They're going to know that. And I mean, like I said, I don't want to give these counties any kind of excuse to close it, right? So I think as much as we all want to fish with our buddies, let's at least get this going in the right direction. Let's make sure we're doing
And
it.
I want to speak to that because I've been kind of joking around this whole time with you, kind of throwing shade back at you, just playing devil advocate a little bit.
Right.
But I'm seeing a lot of comments come in where, these... Look, guys, I'm in 100% agreement with a lot of you people. I'm over this shutdown. I think
Me too.
a lot of our freedoms are getting taken away from us that shouldn't be taken away. But at the end of the day, fishing just opened. We're getting an opportunity to go out and do it. And whether we believe in what's happening or not, we're not being puppets by going out there and just obeying the social guidelines. We're just doing our part to keep angling open because at the end of the day, we don't want it to get shut down again.
And if you do think that that I'm being a puppet, or that, as I saw that comment, and so if you do think that we're just saying that we're becoming like, then why aren't you on the other side of the spectrum creating an organization to go against it? Like, where's that? I mean, because there's a lot of this kind of give and take going on. You've got organizations that have been fighting for complete openings, and you've got people on that side, you got people on the other side.
There's
and this is where it met in the middle.
Exactly. And there's 2 ways you can do it. You can be the guy that goes out and just says, F the government, I'm going to do whatever I want, I'm going to go out fishing. Or you can be the guy that says, okay, I'm going to play by the rules a little bit, and I'm going to work in the back end strategically to make some of these things happen for anglers. And so that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to all just play by the rules for now so we can just get fishing open and continue to work towards more and more openings.
And Justin Piaz just said, you can still fish with your buds and just don't carpool and keep stands 6 feet apart. Absolutely.
Exactly.
And the reality is like what we were talking about, we're like, you know what, I think there's going to be some times in that opening week, and we know we were just joking, but that's a good point to bring up, Keith, we got you. But I will say this, like, we're going to create like some flotillas where like some of the boats, we're going to go to some of the lesser ponds and like, hey, my buddies are going to be in the boat right there. I'm going to have my kids. You're going to have Haley. Like, I mean, we're going to make it a party. But we're going to maintain the social distancing. Like, that's the key. And it might not be Fish and Wildlife shutting us down, guys. And if you don't think that didn't happen the first time, I think that's how this got us in this mess, is just the perception. Like, the perception that the clam tide was going to bring 50 billion people.
Yeah.
And then people weren't going to do it. And boom. Like, here we are. right? We're talking about it. So I think it's a little give and take. I think right now this is the card that's dealt. I think we got to deal with it. I think we should definitely not try to give ammo to the people that would love nothing more to see us shut down. Let's not give it to them right now. That work?
I'm just reading some of these comments.
Yeah, how is any kind of control defined as freedom? Well, I mean, Laura, let's be honest. Like, we don't all just go springer fishing the third week of April willy-nilly. Like, there's restrictions. There's, like, there's certain things we just can't. Nobody drives on the left side of the road.
And look, at the end of the
Nobody
day,
drives on the left side of the road, right?
Yeah.
Because there's still, like, laws and rules that we do follow and that we do, for whatever reason. I mean, yeah, I guess if we have ultimate freedom, I guess I could just do whatever the hell I want when I want, but that's not the case. Let's be real. But where that line in the sand is drawn can be changed, and if you're one of those guys working for it to move it that way, good on you. But if you're going to definitely bitch about it and you're going to call the people that are just because they didn't fish over these last 5 weeks and they're going to go out and you're going to call them names and think that they're dumb for doing it, well, then you better be the guy that's trying to move that line in the sand. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Yeah, and I see Justin said don't go posting a bunch of pictures, and that's one thing I saw. Like, don't be a contributor to the problem. If you see like a bunch of boats or don't go post a picture and be that guy that wants to go out there and be like, check it out, I saw all these guys fishing right next to each other. Like, it ain't doing anyone any good. And like Cam has always said, just because you see a parking lot full of a bunch of cars doesn't mean that people aren't socially distancing.
Yeah.
It may mean that they are. Maybe everyone drove separate. You're going to see probably more cars and more boats out there because people are trying to socially distance.
I do think that's funny because Sarah called it out. She goes, I think the Russians and the Germans drive on the left side of the road. I'm just glad we can finally get to go. I'll be waving from my drift boat, likely much further than 6 feet away. Yeah, that's right, Ash. I mean, and that's just the idea of it. And I think under any other circumstances, any other closure, we would have put 5,000 of you on the Capitol step in a freaking heartbeat on this closure. Let's be honest, guys. Like, it's just quite a world we live in. But we got done a solid. I don't think we should screw it up. And I think the one way we can screw it up is like that buddy fishing mentality that's going to make it look like a party out there. And that's what's going to do it. And there's two fisheries that I really know of around this area that happen to be for salmon that I think will be the first ones to get that axe if that's what happens. So, whatever. And I hate them both, so you do it to yourself. You do it to yourself.
Look at Brandon Kinder said he wants to punch me in the face. Dude, bring it. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
Like, I'm more than
Prime
willing.
example.
And he said you're not going to get in trouble. You won't get in trouble, but you may not like what happens after that.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
I may be small, but you guys, I'm sure, have seen.
He's crazy.
I got a little bit of a loose screw. It's called the I don't give a fat screw.
The buddy fishing, guys. The buddy fishing. Fish with your family. Coordinate. Hey, like I said, we're going to coordinate boats out there. There's probably going to be more boats on the water because everyone's going to be taking their own boat. You're going to see a lot of onesies and twosies out there fishing where you usually see in fisheries where there's 5 and 6 guys.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing, but probably what needs to be done right now. So, either way. Yep. What's that one say? Well, they shut it down again. Always blame it on that damn. That's right.
Exactly.
Damn, we need to hire her. Anyways, the other thing too, guys, before you go, they say is to make sure that you're not symptomatic and that you're healthy. Because I know damn good and well, you and I have both been guilty of this, where steelhead bites hot. It's cold in winter. You wake up and you feel like crap, or you've had that cold, but you know what? Screw it. Steelhead fishing's too good. You're going. We've all been there. We've all battled through it. We've all, let's not do that. I don't think this is the kind of the time and age. Whether you believe it or not, I get it. Just don't be symptomatic out there. Don't be coughing, hacking up a lung. If you feel bad, stay home.
Dude, I am completely on that side. I would love to just come out with it and just say a statement and rage about how much of a fallacy I think a lot of this stuff is, but it's not doing any good.
Yeah.
It's not doing any good for anyone. And so I think the right thing to do right now is, look, we did it. I know a lot of anglers, a lot of guys that are watching this live feed right now that did a lot of stuff in the back end to help this fishery open. So let's keep it open.
Right. And John, you're bringing up some very valid points, and that's why I say. And he's saying there's not a lot of people working. There's not soccer going on. There's not baseball going on. There's not a lot of these teams. that was not lost in this plan of reopening. I do not think for a second that they thought, as far as the WDFW thought, that they're going to reopen this
and people aren't going
gonna
fishing.
Stay home.
Yeah.
They can see in the other states that fishing has definitely been on the rise. I don't think that was lost on them, but it's how we conduct ourselves out there fishing. Like I said, a crowd doesn't mean no bad social distancing. What's the actions of the crowd means bad social distancing. Fair enough? Fair
Exactly.
statement?
Yeah.
So I hear you, like, we get it. And like I said, they know. I mean,
Kenny,
they know.
these guys that chime in with these comments, like, I can't help but respond to them because they're just
I didn't
so
see it.
idiotic.
Don't
He says,
even.
let the media control you both.
No,
Kenny, the media
Kenny.
is not controlling me at all. I've been going out, whether people want to care about it or not. I've been doing my own thing.
Kenny.
I've been going hiking, shed hunting, driving around, living my life just like I normally live my life. But I'm not going to come out and like advocate for a bunch of other people doing that because at the end of the day, make your own decisions.
Yeah, and Kitty, I don't. You're probably preaching to the choir a little bit, so just let's.
Definitely is.
You know what I mean. Anyways, yeah. So let's say don't. Yeah. So anyways, guys, those are the tips to do before, and I know we kind of really broke those down. It's been a great discussion. We've got over 500 of you guys watching. Let's do a giveaway before we do the.
I got some good stuff. Where's
Let's do
your
some
good
good
hand
stuff, buddy.
sanitizer?
I've been right here.
Let me have that thing because I need to
I've
pass
done
this
it like
stuff.
3 times.
I need to pass. Look at guys, I'm hand sanitizing.
And look at that,
Don't
Steve
freak
Nielsen.
out.
Thank you so much for the super chat, $25. Just
Hey.
stoked to get out my brand new Addicted sweatshirt.
Side
Damn
cam.
right, buddy.
We're getting this what we're giving away.
Ooh, some sinkers, eh?
Yes.
Some
Addicted
series.
stuff. Side cam.
There you go. Ooh, and they're good. Oh, that one can't. No. Damn it.
They're
Really,
all good
dude,
ones.
these
They're
are
all the ones
good
people
ones.
want. That red pearl one sells out on every time we get that on the website. It sells out in one day.
Well, here you go, guys. Some good Sink It series. And is this the package right here?
Worm jigs. Yep, that's it.
Beauty.
That's what we're gonna give away. So if you guys want an opportunity to win that Mustad Addicted little fishing pack, we are gonna give you an opportunity to do that. All you gotta do is make sure you do us a favor and smash that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up. Share this video out there, and then drop a comment below and let us know. Are you going fishing on Tuesday? That's what we want to know. Yes or no, you're gonna
And
go.
we're gonna break the comment feed.
Yes
All
or
right.
no, you're gonna go fishing on Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna go get me a taco and go fishing.
Dude, I told Max I want to go bottom fishing. Unfortunately, Marine Area 1 through 4 is not open. I would love to
Make some fish tacos.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Oh
You can always buy some tilapia. Winco's open.
no, but you know what? I actually had. But you know what's funny? When I went down to El Salto, like tilapia is like they have commercial fishery. That's why they built that lake.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had like good fresh tilapia, like that was probably just
it
caught
good?
like, and it was pretty much. I mean,
You don't like fish, so.
well, no, I mean it was good. Like, I mean, I'd eat halibut and
Yeah.
walleye. I'd eat walleye, but I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't bad. Like,
bad.
but I mean, like I said, it's fresh too. So.
Yes, 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 yes,
Oh,
yes,
boy.
yes, yes.
And we broke it. Oh boy. Yeah, and you guys, that's the other thing.
Above
Let's
the
talk.
dam, though, is really hot, right?
What?
Fishing.
Above the dam?
Yeah. Isn't that where we should go?
Is that open?
What are you talking about? Are you talking about? No, they haven't decided anything yet.
Clint is clueless to life right now.
Yeah. I'm hitting it.
I'm not here.
Yeah. Beautiful, guys. Oh boy. Yeah, and like I said, this wasn't lost on them, guys. Let's be honest. They anticipated. There's a lot of anglers that are ready to go party, and honestly, there's a lot of no's in there too. You know. Yep.
There's not very many no's.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them were like, no, I'm going Thursday, though. Like, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Man. I'm sorry. I think.
Shut up, Clint.
I know,
What?
I know, right? Good call. Good call on that. Always a good option. Shut up, Clint. Always a good call.
Oh, why are all these comments coming?
Dude, it's all. Dude, we broke the comment thread right now. Yeah, gonna go hard. Yeah, it's gonna be a daunting. I already told my
Laura?
wife and kids. I'm like, you are. My wife does not.
Why does
fish.
Michael Coleman say Laura's pissed? Who's Laura? I don't see it. I'm missing it.
I think she was joking. She said, you lost a subscriber because we weren't crazy like conspiracy theorists or something. I don't know.
Good work, camera guy. Who's the camera guy?
Who is the camera guy? And why did he put that up there?
I could run this from my cell phone.
That's a
dude.
bad camera guy.
Oh my god.
We're still letting
Will
you
you
guys
please
answer
do it
here
then?
for the winner. Hello from Canada. Don't yell, Peter. Just kidding.
Lots of yes. I do see
Yeah.
lots of yes. I do see lots of
Yeah.
no. You're right. There's a kind of a mixture of both. I'll be
out Tuesday at 5 a.m. That's what like I said, my wife does not fish, like, hardly at all. Like, she'll go out, you know.
Is she going?
Oh, yeah.
What
Damn
if
right
it's
she's going.
raining?
I don't give a crap. I got a top heater. And
What
she's
is the
going.
weather supposed to be like?
Yeah, that's a good call. I haven't even looked. I don't even care. I'm going to go do something.
Tuesday in our neck of the woods, which is Southwest Washington, it's going to be 65 and sunny.
Oh my god.
There's going to be people fishing
Oh
like crazy.
my god.
Yeah. Full of
I'm
Spanish
gonna be in a
beer.
boat with gone catching on the side, so follow
No,
me.
you won't.
Yeah, don't forget,
I
if
try to
you
social
guys are
distance
out
from you all the
fishing
time.
on Tuesday, Clint is in a green fish ride.
Absolutely
Oh, that's
not!
right. We're going to do the low hole.
Make sure you
No!
keep your 6 feet distance, but definitely low hole.
But 7
Clint.
feet in front of him is totally
Yeah,
acceptable.
low hole Clint is still in effect. So if you see Clint out there on Tuesday,
Oh,
May 5th, make
man.
sure you low hole him.
Are you going out Tuesday?
Send us a video, send us a picture. Low hole.
I
Clint.
will throw lead, and I have a lot because I'll be by
But fortunately,
myself.
Clint is such a wuss, he only can throw it like 9 feet anyway, so you're totally safe.
I'll throw knives. I'll throw Gerber knives.
He'll throw prizes to you. Is what he just said. He'll throw Gerber knives. Prizes.
I'm painting my boat.
Let's pick a winner for this bad boy.
Yes, who do we got?
Who's
They're
good?
winning
Who's
the
got
Mustad
CI package?
Addicted
Yeah.
prize pack. Also, guys, if you guys want to purchase any of this stuff, we do have a lot of it for sale in stock on our website, addicted.fishing, www.addicted.fishing. Check it out. You can buy a lot of our Mustad stuff on there, some of our apparel, like these jackets, lots of stuff on there. So if you guys want to purchase some of that, head over to our website. And there is a discount code in the description of the YouTube video. So if you're watching on YouTube, there's a discount code for our website for all you addicts, so you guys can take advantage of that discount code if you would like.
There's your winner.
Oh, we got our winner, Joe
Jankovic.
Jankovic.
Joe Jankovic, I think that's how you pronounce it, but I have no idea. You won yourself some Addicted Mustad prizes. Make sure you shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Orders@addicted.fishing. Include your address and exactly what you want, and we'll get this shipped out to you.
Congrats, dude. And you're going to that neck of the woods, so that's one of those little problem areas talking about, but I mean it's busy anyways.
I don't think it's
You know, and I will
open.
say this, and I'm gonna say this right
I think it's
now.
open.
Is that open Friday?
I don't think so.
Oh, why?
I thought it's normal regs, and doesn't it open up on like the 16th of May normally in the reg book?
I haven't looked. To be honest with you,
I don't
haven't
know.
looked.
So that's why I say,
Ever
like,
since
don't
it's
go
called-
off of
Yeah.
Joe on
No,
the internet.
that's
Double
a good,
check your regs.
that's a good call, you guys. Like we should have to remind everybody that a lot has changed, is gonna change, and will continue to change. So always check your local regulations and all that good stuff. I don't think anybody can just assume. So be safe on where you guys are going. That's a good point.
All you guys that are watching on YouTube, if you're not hitting that thumbs up button,
Uh-oh.
you're going to be
Got
disqualified.
a good prize for the
We're
last
not going to
one.
pick YouTube winners. We're going to pick only from Facebook from now on if you guys don't start hitting that thumbs up.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just
boy.
kidding. I'm just kidding, YouTube.
How many
We would
viewers
never
we
do
got right
that
now,
to you.
Clint? Scroll that over there. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. It's growing. 550. Crazy. All right, guys. Well,
Yeah, there's
hey,
almost,
there's a lot of people excited about going fishing, damn it.
there's almost 400 on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
I mean, on YouTube, sorry.
YouTube alone. Crazy. So with that said, yeah, guys. Yeah, and Larry, that's a good point too. Some of these other fisheries that I was hearing that like ramp and park access was only going to be limited to counties. So once again, with that really damn popular lake, check before you go. I don't necessarily am really fond of those regulations and restrictions because there's a lot of other launches that can feed that area. But I'm going to say it because I think I get a little irritated at that because when you do county restrictions and stuff, then it's like what happened in Washington and Oregon. Like I can go fish salmon closer in Oregon than I'm probably going to or I would go to if they don't open the county.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's like 2 miles. Now I got to drive, a longer distance, and that's not like what we should be doing right now. So there was a little bit of that. And like I said, it's not the only ramps that feed the area, so it's kind of a interesting challenge. But yeah, but call before you go. Make sure you can launch. Make sure you can park. Call before you go. Those people are gonna hate me.
Super important.
They're gonna hate me. When you guys get there, though, we picked a winner. So I got the other stuff for when you guys get there, guys. For when you get there, you know, top of the line, of course, the beginning one, avoid the crowds, and I think, you know, that goes along with everything social distancing. You know, if you get to there, you peek over that riverbank, and there's not room, go find another spot. You know, go do your thing. There can't be crowding. You know, one big thing I see with that, and it's going to be real interesting to see how that plays out, is the upcoming shad fishery. You know, I've seen picture guys have been talking about that online, and there's a hell of a shad fishery below the dam, below Bonneville. And people get in there tight, they stack 2 and 3 deep. That can't happen. Now, at least not right under these restrictions. So, and for something like that, if people don't go in there and start it from the gate, I mean, that's so easy for them to just close that gate. That's game over, you know. So, like I said, when we're talking about avoiding the crowds, it's not just for like right now, but coming out here in just a little bit.
And so, you can definitely, like, you don't have to go into the big crowd of people when you're fishing that Bonneville fishery for shad.
No.
There's plenty of room to spread out there for sure.
Right. There's plenty of shad. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But some people, that's easier access, and I get why. I understand why you're there, but like I said, it's just going to be one of those things where that's going to be a hotbed. I've seen like a lot of guys talking about it, and the pictures, like, that probably is not going to happen. So call before you go, make sure it's open. But if you do get there and the crowds are there, spread them out. Mackenzie Meek, appreciate the super chat. The Southern Oregon series was awesome. Nice work. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. We put out a 3-part series of us traveling down into Southern Oregon. It was an amazing time. We met some awesome anglers down there. Had a great bash. And the series turned out really, really good. I'd love you guys to see it. We filmed it more in the format of like our movies that we film, our Addicted Alaska movies. It's very similar to that format. So, yeah, make sure you guys check it out. And I saw another person said, why social distance if you thought the virus was a fallacy? I'm not saying the virus isn't real. I totally understand that it's real. I totally understand people are passing away out there. I just think that some of the numbers and stuff that are being touted around from this virus is really starting to give us a lot of data into how this virus really is. We're all learning, like every day, and I think that from what we're seeing from the data and what we're seeing,
doing a good job. Like we can say that, like what we, you know, like good, bad, or indifferent, like within the stores and within these busy Costco's and busy Home Depots, like I think they're not seeing, you know, they're not seeing the spread, or else I think they would have even shut those down even more. And we're going in a positive direction. How positive, you is up for debate, whatever.
But again, regardless of what you believe in that, and the reason I started that kind of segue is we're preaching this social distancing stuff, and we're trying to get anglers out there to do it because we know that if we do not do that, the state will be forced to shut down areas. I'm not saying they're going to close fishing completely, but they are going to look at specific areas, and some of your favorite fisheries are going to get shut down if you just don't
from the county.
Suck up your pride and just do this one time that we got to abide by this. I think it's going to be better for all of us as anglers. So
I appreciate the super chat.
The legend in the building.
You're funny. Another thing, guys, they suggest practice physical distancing, keep it 6 feet between you and others. I think everyone kind of gets that one, but launch one boat at a time. And that's one thing, like, it says launch one boat at a time. Try to park one trailer space between you and the other vehicle. Like I said, man, if everyone's bringing their own boat to a spot, that's going to be really hard. But the big thing to do, I think a big thing within that practicing the physical distancing is, you know, there's like handrails, there's poles that, you know, support the docks. You know, don't be touching those. Try not to touch anything between your car and getting in the boat. You know, like obviously if you have to, maybe use gloves, wash your hands often. You know, like be thinking about that because, like I said, there's a lot of people that are going to go fishing on Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. You know what I mean? There's going to be people about, so. Just like you would do, you know, it's like they're washing the shopping carts down at the Walmart or the Home Depot. Just think of that, you know, for our fishing areas as well. Okay? Makes sense? And then, of course, one of the guidelines right underneath that's wash your hands. A lot. Often.
And look, they've been preaching that to us for years when it comes to just diseases and colds and flus and all that. Right. Like, I mean, it's been proven that if more people were to wash their hands and do those kind of things would go down in numbers.
Right.
So
I mean, like I said, we get it. Like, you know, Wash your hands. Okay, like I think everybody has been pretty educated on that. But the other thing is too, the way I look at it is I don't necessarily want to go out there because I want to go fishing for like the next 2 weeks. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to deal with that crap.
Yeah.
I mean, good, bad, indifferent, asymptomatic, symptomatic, whatever. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to be kind of watching for it. And one big thing is, and this kind of goes for every bit, but pack it in, pack it out. And it does say take any garbage with you, including disposable gloves and masks. There was, when people were starting to wear gloves and masks at the store, they're throwing them on the ground in the parking lots. We understand pack it in and pack it out as sportsmen, and we better, or else you're just a piece of crap. There you go. I'm going to say it. I would have said something else, but the kiddies are watching. But, I get, we should be doing that anyways. But to add to that, a lot of these guys that are going to be taking care of, the trash cans and the facilities at these parks and at these boat ramps.
Dirty shed hunters, no.
Right. That's right. They're going to have a tough time, running, or a tougher time running their operations. They got to wear the proper PPE. If we have the ability to take our trash home with us, so if you go out in the boat, don't maybe put the trash in the trash can there at the facility. Take it home, dispose of it yourself. The other thing is too is when you go and you try to throw that trash away, you have to lift the lid. There's contact there that you don't make. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. Try to pack everything in with you, or pack everything out. Try not to even use and try to help these guys out.
Dude, should we give some gloves away?
We should give some gloves away.
Should we give some Procure Nitro gloves away?
Perfect.
What do you think, Clint?
I got some hand soap.
Clint's like, that's so annoying to ship that.
Yeah. So not just take your
We
garbage
got them
with
on
you.
the website. That and the hand soap.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any hand soap to give away.
Yeah, I think we use this one though because there's this is the one we use when we're curing eggs or playing with bait in here because there's egg goo on it.
Yeah, we don't have any more of those. We'll have to get some more of those for Procure. But regardless, we're gonna give away some gloves.
Yeah.
Some Procure gloves. That's gonna be one of our last giveaways for the night.
Yeah, I see a lot of guys pack it in, pack it out, but even pack out that stuff that you acquire, you all the wrappers and all the gloves in the boat. Take that with you home, dispose it at home. Try to keep those facilities as less maintenance free as we can do. That was a good point. I think that point was brought up at one of the meetings today.
Yeah, how many of you people out there watching are gonna wear face masks? How many of you people out there watching are going to wear face masks? I want to know what your guys' opinion on this, because I've been seeing it a few times. Are we going to have addicted face masks, blah, blah, blah. And I've been so on this thing where I just didn't want to sell an addicted face mask. I just thought it was weird. I'm not going around wearing a face mask. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a lot of you guys out there that are going to wear them and want us to make them. I don't know. You tell me. If I see enough comments, yes, then we'll make an addicted face mask. If I don't... And there's a lot of no's. I can see it already. Not me, never.
No.
Hell no.
Right.
Never, 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 never.
Well, that got him going.
Yep, there you go.
Outside, no. And
And that's basically how I thought was right.
Yeah. If there was a situation, and ideally if we're doing it right and we're launching a boat on a dock and that boat's parking, picking crew, or you're launching a boat and you're idling out and until your crew's ready to walk on the dock or until the party in front of you you really shouldn't be coming in any kind of contact with other sportsmen out there. If you're doing it right?
Yeah.
So, I think face masks are one of those things when you're passing in the stores and they're recommending you wear, but hopefully you're not even going to be anywhere close.
There are some stores that are making you wear it.
Right. But I'm saying even if you're fishing the bank, I know the rule is 6 feet, but if everyone's doing it right and everyone's spreading out 50 feet, then
Clint comments on that.
that can be your decision or not. But hopefully we're doing it well enough where we don't have to wear it.
Yeah, a lot of no's.
Yeah, a lot of no's. Okay, got it.
We get it.
No face.
Maybe sell addicted Lysol and bleach.
Yeah, the addicted blend Lysol edition or something.
We do have an addicted pee bucket coming out. I'll show you guys video coming soon.
Dude, why have we not?
I messaged him a couple days ago. He had kids.
He had his twins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his little
Congrats,
babies.
Ben Adams, if you're watching tonight too, by the way. Saw the picture of the cuties.
Yeah, he sent a picture to me too. I told
Very
him
awesome.
congrats.
I would buy an addicted UV gator. Yeah, I would buy addicted UV gators too.
We had those at one point.
They weren't the UV ones though. They were just cloth ones. They weren't that good. Sorry, bud.
Nah.
Full mass code for buoy 10. Yeah. Oh yeah, stopping for beer. Good point. Yeah. I mean, for some reason, fishermen were lumped in a group of individuals that when we would stop and do all these gas station stops and beer stops and restroom stops, when we would go fishing, we would spread the virus. But all those same people that make those stops that don't live 5 minutes next to a Home Depot, because I don't know why that was lost on everybody. So if we went somewhere, we would spread the disease. But not everybody lived 5 minutes from the store. I mean, I know guys that live an hour and a half upriver that are going to make those exact same stops to go to the store, and they were not going to spread it. But either way, limit your guys' stops when you're heading out there to you get my drift. That
Or
one
don't.
that
Stop
one-
a bunch and support small businesses, buy things.
I
Procure
don't.
set-
Like I said, I don't buy that one.
Stop at
as
Bob's, buy some stuff at Bob's, stop at Fisherman's, stop at Sportsman's. Make sure you stop at all those local businesses that are still trying to stay alive during this, and buy some fishing gear.
Yep, completely agree. I'm not, like I said, for some reason, if the fishermen were going to spread it, but the guys that are going to Home Depot weren't. I don't know. Reading some more comments here. What are we doing? What did we pick for the winner? What do we?
We haven't picked a winner yet. We let people comment in. They kind of slowed down.
Oh, the
now.
nose. That's right.
You want to pick a winner
Sounds
Clint, for the
tiring.
gloves?
Yeah.
For the glovey gloves, bud?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Clint?
Oh, sorry.
Clint, can you pick a winner, please?
I was asleep.
Waiting for Clint, guys. Sorry, guys.
What am I doing?
Picking a winner for the Procure Nitrile gloves. Contains 15 pairs for fishing, trapping, automotive, household, etc.
Cam, can you please tell Clint to put a mask on? He should be required to wear one all the time.
You guys are
I
idiots.
completely agree.
You're all
That was
idiots.
savage.
Yeah, that was Justin. Justin's gonna get it.
Atta boy.
He's gonna need a mask. 'Cause he's gonna be missing his teeth.
Ooh. Wow.
Justin Bergen, you're going to beat up Justin. Hey, Justin, you and Clint want to do a boxing match? We'll film it for Addicted. It'll be hilarious.
Yep.
Addicted boxing series. Dude, I got a list.
I'll box every single one of you.
Okay, here's your winner.
Dan Wiseman.
He says no.
No.
Not even no cap on the no, nothing.
Lots
just no.
of, yeah, we get it. We get it. But
Dan Wiseman, you won yourself some Procure gloves. Please shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Clint's got it rolling up right there on the bottom of the screen. Shoot us an email to that email address. Include
It's
exactly
like
what you
bum
won
fights.
and your shipping
Everyone
address.
looks
We'll
like
get it
that.
shipped out to you.
Oh, good stuff. All of you, good stuff there. Oh, I got money on Clint. Yeah, let's make this a thing. Clint's scared already. Just kidding. Oh, let's see here. Can I get some for
Nana, Jordan was fishing on a couple private ponds that he has access to.
Yep.
Over in eastern Oregon.
Everyone's like wanting to see this bum fight thing go down. What else we got? I mean,
I
what,
always thought it
so
would be funny to do.
so
that.
if you had your perfect world, what are you doing on Tuesday? Let's talk a little bit about that, and let's talk about some opportunities that because I mean
There is some spring, big, fat, largemouth that have been calling my name. That's
good.
what I want to try to do.
it's go time.
I want to go try to see if I can search for a couple big betties.
Are they on their beds yet?
I would think that they are some places. For sure.
Hmm.
And if they're not on the beds, they're like thinking about it for sure.
It's that time. Weather's been good for it.
I mean, we've had some. All these 60-degree days and stuff. I would think that I may have even missed
Guide
it.
fights.
I may have even missed it in some places.
Sure.
But yeah, I want to go try to catch some big largies. But if they open springers, I'm definitely trying to get out there for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be my opening morning.
I want to eat one bad.
Right. I only got like 2 trips on the Columbia. We killed a couple fish. They went home with clients. I never got
Yeah,
one.
I really want to have those
We were
pieces.
steelhead fishing though.
Piece of springer tail on my
Oh, I thought you were talking fast.
Green Mountain Grill.
We are still doing that. Yeah. I'm going to go terrorize bluegill. They've got to be on their beds by now. And there is nothing more fun than taking the kids out with the little fly rods. Bah! Bah!
Hundreds of them.
Oh, dude. Non-stop.
Those things eat anything.
Oh, it's
You
so
could
fun.
use a gold hook and they eat it.
Oh, yeah.
You spit in the water and they eat
Yeah.
it.
Bluegill.
Yeah, bluegill. If you have not bluegill fished and you got some kids that, even adults, let's be honest, it's fun as hell. Little mats, small hooks, water bobbers, fly rod. I mean, dude, just go do it because it's a riot. It's so fun.
I see a couple people asking how you thumbs up the video. If you're in the chat, you actually have to minimize that chat window for a second. I don't know exactly how to do it.
You hit the little X.
Yeah, I think there's an X in the upper right-hand corner. You just close that chat symbol, and then you'll expose the little thumbs up right there. Hit the thumbs up, and then you just click the live chat again, and it covers it up for you.
Yeah, it's not just posting a thumb ups in the comments.
Okay, you got to actually close the chat. I know a lot of people watch these on their TV too, though, so they're not actually on their phone. Is part of the problem.
Yeah. So on my TV app, there's 3 little dots, and if you hit that, it brings up the thumbs up icon to do on my TV.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So I can thumbs up everything on my TV.
That is kind of cool.
Quiet, Marlon is talking.
I'm out of here. I'm over
Is
it.
A buddy of mine kept the record and gets 2,000 crappie. Yeah, I might. And see, that's what sucks. Like, I know of an area that I've always wanted to go to, but I never get to go to because of the spring. The problem is, from where I live, it's like 4 hours away, and I've always wanted to go crappie fishing there. And it's like, oh, I'm off work. Like, guides can't guide. And by the way, I've gotten a couple, 2-3 messages, either on Messenger or on text, asking about guiding. Like, guiding is not occurring as of this moment right now on the 5th, and that includes the charter operations too. But that could change in a heartbeat. It could change a month from now. No way of knowing, but as of right now. So if you were watching and you thought that, oh, where are you going Tuesday? No, not doing it, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been wanting to go do that crappie
Me and
fishing.
Josh were talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, you go catch like 100 a day, and they're slabs, and it's fun. And I'm like, oh, I'll take the kids. I'm like, oh, it's a drive. I guess it'll be bluegill. Local bluegill.
I'll probably go over there and fish for crappie.
It's a long day.
Yeah, for a weekend.
Oh, for a weekend. Wrong. What are you guys going to be all doing?
Yeah, what's everyone else going to be fishing for?
You guys should
Yeah, it is.
Rob M.
Everyone's,
I
a
like
couple
that
people
idea.
said nappy time. I've been yawning. It is. It's been a long
Dude.
freaking day.
Yeah.
It has been a long day.
I didn't bring up. I've never fished kokanee this spring. Would it be good or should it be good? Yeah. I mean, depending on where you're going, whether it be Washington or Oregon, I think now is the time. In fact, usually what I tell a lot of people is like, April through June is kind of like when I do my best kokanee fishing, and the later you go, the bigger they get. So if you are a kokanee guy and you're going to go to your local lake, then yeah, I think you should be in good shape.
Yes, guys, I'm sorry. The addicted floats are sold out. We've been trying to order more from Mustad, but once again, they're backed up on production.
We've already sold
so-
like 4,000 off our site alone.
Yeah, we've sold a lot of those addicted flights, and every time we order them, you guys buy them out. So we're sorry about that. We are trying to get more in, and we will let you know as soon as it happens.
And Dean Doppelman, thanks again for the super chat every week, buddy. Saying don't screw it up for the rest of us. There's a lot of people out there that would love to drop the hammer on this fishing.
And one thing we're going to do, guys, is we have a video coming out on Monday the 4th. And when you guys see that video, if you can do us a huge favor and just share it. Share that video out to every single person that you know. Get as many people, as many places as you can to share this video. It will be coming out Monday the 4th. So keep an eye out for that. When you see that video, please do us a huge favor and just share it out there. It's going to be pretty funny. We did some funny things in it. There's a lot of really cool people in it from around the country that have helped us make the video. So Monday, look out for that video. And when you see it, share it out as much as you can.
I want to be halibut fishing. Man, Richard, I want to be halibut fishing too. That is the only fishery like during the year where I just take days off and hope the weather hits and I go to fill my freezer. But I think, that's phase 2. That's part of the plan, and I think a lot of that, when those fisheries open up, is really dependent on what goes on the openers. You know what I mean? Like, this is all, as
There's been some days thrown around, though, like
turning
May
the-
9th.
Turning the dial,
Turning the dial. Now here, guys, we have this chart right here, and if you look at this chart, you can see the numbers. They go like this, and then they go way down, and then there's like basically no numbers. But because we're seeing this, we just need to keep things close.
That is not the opinion of Addicted Fishing or any... But it's turning the dial. So that's part of turning the dial. Is halibut, clamming, shrimping, some of those kind of things. So let's just do it right. I know. I don't want to preach. I know. You guys are tired of listening to me. Let's give that away and let's get the hell out of here.
We're done. We gave the gloves away.
That was the last thing.
I thought you were doing a fillet away match.
What's that sitting right there?
Oh my gosh, you guys! Should we give away another thing that we got? It's just $50 in shipping. Just rack it up.
If we didn't get that away, you're gonna get blown up because you said it earlier.
Okay. Fine.
It's your fault for saying it earlier.
Marlon Inslee. Oh boy.
Yeah, that clip is gonna be cut down and put on TikTok, so stand by for that.
Hey, I know a lot of you guys are maybe older, you may not be, but if you haven't jumped on, and make fun of me if you want, the TikTok bandwagon. It is very entertaining. We have an addicted fishing TikTok with almost 60,000 followers already. So if you want to see some funny stuff that we do,
videos that we're putting up are getting over 1 million views like in a day.
Yeah, we've got some crazy videos on there, and a lot of it is just more short form content. So if you want like quicker short form, like just little clips of fishing, we put a lot of that stuff.
When do
on
I
there,
get to beat up Clint? Justin, whenever you want. Just whenever. Just let us know.
Who's saying that?
Justin.
Yeah.
Say when he gets
Bergen?
to beat up Clint. Yeah.
He has my address.
Bergen, we're setting up the addicted boxing match. I will go on Amazon right now, buy some gloves. We're gonna make this happen. It is happening.
I don't need gloves.
Okay, who wants to win a fillet away fish mat? Who knows what a fillet away fish mat is?
Used by 7-year-olds. Yeah. I'm not gonna argue that.
The fillet away fish mat, something that we love. We use it. We have it in all of our boats, all of our trucks. Helps you fillet your fish. It's got these little pins or whatever the hell you want to call on here. But what you can do is when you're filleting your fish, you just add a little bit of pressure on it, and the thing does not slide around at all. It makes for super easy cleanup. We love our fillet away fish mats. Check them out. Make sure you go to their website. Someone's going to win one. Is a lot of people saying they want one?
Yeah, we're going to break the comments again because everyone's going, I need it, I want it.
So all you got to do, guys, we're going to pick from those comments. So just keep commenting, drop some comments. Make sure it's only one. If you're commenting multiple times, we are going to disqualify you.
So what are they asking?
They're just saying yes. Look, they're saying they want it. Everyone. Yes.
Yeah, you don't get to do the multiple entry stuff.
If people
know who you are.
If you say no, you're disqualified. Just kidding. Just kidding. If you don't want one, just tell us and we won't pick you. Except you may still get picked because it's random. So I think Clint picked someone that said no one time.
I did, yeah. Well,
it's not Clint that picks it.
Well, I know. I'm just saying it's funny when that happens because then it's like...
Because then we blame it on
Clint. You have to give it to him.
Which is always the best thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's always my fault.
I'm trying to get the guys at Filet Away to make custom ones of these for me that have addicted in them.
That'd be cool.
I bet that would be way too hard for the mold, but I bet they could paint, do like white, like a white paint or something and do the logo. But I doubt they could do the plastic like the fish because you got to do a whole new mold.
Well, I'll pay for it. Addicted fish mat, dude. Be sick.
Gone catching.
Do they work on ducks? Yes, I have seen people using these on ducks, on freaking elk meat. People use them. If you go to the Filet Away Facebook page, they have all sorts of cool things that people use this for. One thing that I heard that's just crazy out of this, people use it when they're washing their dogs, and they put it as like a catch-all for the hair. So if you have your drain, they'll drop this in the bottom of the shower when they're washing the dog, and all the hair will sit here and get caught in this mat, and apparently it's like, they sell a ton of these on Amazon to people that have dogs that wash their dogs in the shower. Completely non-fishing related.
It's dog hair away.
It's a dog hair thing. So there's all sorts of things people use these for. Obviously, it's amazing for fishing, but if you can find other cool things to use it for, do it.
I cut up all my tiger's food on it.
Oh, yeah? You got a little tiger with
your tiger
I
food
bought
on
my
it?
stimulus
with
check.
your stimulus check.
Nice. Oh, so that was yours that was going around with the bank account thing that had the other ones on it too? I figured,
Oh, God.
Oh, your red tube accounts?
Oh, my God. You guys are idiots. All right,
let's pick a winner.
All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna pick one here. Who do we got, Clint? Who do we got? Who's down the stretch? And
Come on.
Dean?
No.
Nice, Dean.
That was pretty awesome.
Dean
Filet mat.
Doppelman, you won yourself a Filet Away fish mat. Make sure you shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Orders@addicted.fishing.
I know Dean.
Include your address, include exactly what you want, and we'll get this thing shipped out to you. And we got another super chat.
Yeah. Lower Granite Springers. Jim Downey. I have crickets on my end on that one. I don't know.
I do know that when they open some sort of when they tell me yes, you absolutely go travel into Oregon and go fishing. I'm going back down south to go catch some springers.
Oh.
I'm going.
I thought you were referring to that Lower Granite Springers.
You know what sucks about all this? We missed all that striper stuff.
I know.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
I know.
I had stripers on my bucket list this year. It was like on my target.
Dude, Dean Doppel has won more giveaways. He's won giveaways before. Has he? I know Dean. Like, he's a client of mine.
Oh, you know, I don't know
Yeah.
who he is.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I don't know, guys. It's a random drawing.
Yeah,
We just pick
I'm sorry.
whoever. If you haven't won, we're sorry. We do our best. We give away a lot of stuff. It costs us a ton of money to ship all these. We don't require you guys to pay shipping charges or anything. We just package it up and ship you free items. So we try to do our best to pick randomly, and hopefully someday you'll win if you haven't.
Yep.
Well, we don't ship them. Mike does.
Well,
I haven't heard from him in a
addicted
while. I
ships.
wonder if he's still around.
Kevin Van Dam it.
Yeah.
His name.
Shut. We're done.
All right, everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate it. Don't forget this Sunday, Addicted Life on YouTube. Check it out and go back and watch our Southern Oregon series, Addicts Go South. You will not regret it. It's fire. It's fire.
And maybe they should open the Columbia, and maybe they will. We'll find out hopefully shortly, guys.
Hopefully, we'll see you on the river on Tuesday.
We'll see you Tuesday. Stay safe.